Need to think of something witty and amusing. I can't be bothered. Here's the title sequence.
You've got to fight for what you want, for all that you believe. It's right to fight for what we want, to live the way we please. As long as we have done our best, then no one can do more.
Hello there, welcome to the Flesh and Blood podcast. I'm Siobhan, and with me, well, let's find out, shall we? Who are you?
I am not a free man. I am a number.
Would you like to know something depressing?
Go on.
We can't actually see the badge. That's better. What number are you?
9?
Number 9. Okay, good. You look very smart.
Thanks.
Number 9.
Indeed.
You see, you should be number 1.
Yeah.
Or number 2.
Well, the problem with advertising yourself as number 1 is it makes you a prime target for assassination.
Ah, talking of assassination,
Yeah.
Evil Genius is on special from the Rebellion site.
The game?
Yes.
I reviewed that game for Armchair General years and years and years ago.
It's £1.49, I think.
It's a good game.
It's an anniversary game. I've just started playing it. I love the music.
Have you stolen the Eiffel Tower yet?
No, I've only literally just started to play it.
Okay.
I've managed to kill the first agent sent against me, which is part of the thing. I've just built a barracks.
Yeah.
That's about all I've done so far. But I'd also done the tutorial. Yeah. I like it. It's good enough. It's not World of Tanks,
Nope.
but and which I'm hooked on. As for the Twitch streaming, that's stopping for the moment because it's a bit laggy for some reason. I don't know what's happened, but it's not much fun to watch when the picture freezes for 10 seconds at a time. So we'll look into that and try to get new software and whatever. Anyway, right then. Time for thank you. That's what I wanted to know.
Oh!
Oh, really?
So, we have a competition winner for the fanzine.
Excellent.
Let me see, who is it? From someone who really didn't want to win, judging by her messages.
Oh, okay.
This is not you. This is Heather Coe.
Hi, Heather Coe.
Thanks, Heather. We know where you live.
Yeah.
So she's got a question for you.
Yeah.
Dr. Sinister, that's
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
Who is your favourite Doctor Who companion?
Sarah Jane Smith.
Really?
Yeah.
Gosh, you were very definite about that.
Yeah.
Why?
Why?
Yeah.
I don't know. She extols every virtue that a companion should have.
Look at her eyes.
She's intelligent. She gets into trouble. She can scream.
Not misogynistic at all.
She can argue with the Doctor. The fourth Doctor and her especially had a very good relationship. There's lots of stories featuring her character. And I think the Doctor had a soft spot for her. Probably more than most others.
Interesting. Well, thank you. That's all I wanted to know.
Thank you, Dr. Sinister. That's what I wanted to know.
There we go, Heather. A copy of the fanzine will arrive at your house at some stage.
At some point in the future.
Yeah. Which could be the past.
Who can tell?
Yeah, it's true. For some news.
News? Brilliant, I get to use my news bumper.
Do it!
This is the news.
The Minister of Chance film has gone into Kickstarter.
Oh,
I think they're trying to raise £100,000.
nice.
Down here, you should see a thingy. Website address. Now, they've done a teaser trailer, which is Paul McGann facing off against Tim McInerney. And it's two superb actors basically giving it their all. And it's... I mean, they've got one hell of a cast for this. I mean, apart from Julian Wadham as a minister, you've got Sylvester McCoy, Paul McGann, Tim McInerney, Jenny Agutter.
I like Jenny Agutter.
Oh, God. Daddy, my daddy. And plenty of other people as well. I'm angling for a quick roll as well. I won't get it. Dave and I are in the audio series, but we won't. I don't think we'll get it this time. But I think that was just a thank you on their part. But what we're going to try and do is get Dan on the show, so he can tell you more about it. Dan Freeman is the writer and director. Also did Death Comes to Time, obviously, and the Minister of Chance audio series. And yeah. Fingers crossed. He'll come on. He'll tell you all about it, and it'll be nice.
Cool.
Yeah. So we can wake him up. He's very old. You know, he needs to be prodded every now and again.
Is he as old as Professor Dave?
No. Who is, so I've been told, actually a creature from the previous universe to this one.
Makes sense.
Certainly the creature bit. Yeah, so Dan Freeman will be coming up very soon because he's desperate to get on for some odd reason. I was going to try and get a couple of other people. I quite like the idea of finally interviewing Mark Ayres.
Right.
And as they've just released the 50th anniversary special set, the 11-disc set, and the Radiophonic Workshop are touring quite a bit, I think it might be a nice idea. Timing's right.
Has Mark Ayres ever considered making a special compilation of music from Are You Being Served?
We can ask him.
Because then he'd be Airs and Graces.
That sound courtesy of Tumbleweeds Are Us. We're going to introduce a new thing called the Mark Ayres crap joke at some stage.
That's the only one I can think of.
No, it's good. I like that joke. I like that joke a lot. But, I wish you'd give me some prior warning so I could have, you know, sort of done a Mark. We could have put a Mark Ayres crap joke logo up.
He just popped into my head.
Mark Ayres. And I don't know, somebody else. 3 people before Christmas. Why not? And what we'll do is we'll take the audio from these things and offer them to Steve and Ian for the podcast. So Dan Freeman, Mark Ayres, if we can get him. He is actually very busy nowadays. Mark Ayres, Rock God, and possibly Lala Ward.
Really?
You'll have to do that interview because I'll just be there going.
I'm rubbish at interviews. I just sort of go. So you're a person then? They go yes. I go right. Thanks. Back to the studio.
But well, hopefully if we can get to sort out the Comic-Con stuff. We'll go up there one day. We'll find the day Lala and John Levine are there, and sort it out from there. We're also going to go up to the Milton Keynes thing in November, which is my birthday weekend, which is good. Also, and I'm going to ask you this now, I could arrange for a press thingy to the new Doctor Who experience. Would you be interested? Including a trip to the TARDIS.
Yeah.
Now, I've got to ask, did the trip to the TARDIS sell it to you? Or were you going to say yes anyway?
I was verging on yes, but that tipped me over the edge.
All right, I'll contact my insider. You're doing the driving now.
Okay.
Just saying is all. It looks interesting. They just released the press release today. Does look good. Time Lord Museum. So that's good. Other news. I got a dog.
Yeah, you got a dog.
Little doggy. She's a little Jack Russell Chihuahua cross. And Sinister will now flash up a picture. Yes. And She was called Twixie. No.
Was she made in the left Twix factory or the right Twix factory?
You see, you're not the first person to crack a joke like this.
Oh.
I'm sorry. Stop pouting. It unbalances the slug.
It doesn't come off.
It's amazing what you can do with glue nowadays. This is Guinevere, by the way. The cats are fine with her, up to a point. Lily still growls occasionally. And she's an adorable little thing. She has to sleep not just with me, but right next to me. So there's no air between us. She's an adorable little cutie pie. And I was trying to come up with another name for her. And I was thinking about naming her after Bagel and Shadow. I thought, I'm stupid, of course. Name her after Bailey. So I had to think that one through. And Bailey, David Bailey, you've probably never heard of.
Photographer.
Yeah. Most people ask who's he. That's a joke from the old adverts. Do you see what I did? Good. And then another photographer is Lord Lichfield.
Yeah. So
he's a lord. Why not have a duchess?
Okay.
So in pure 3-2-1 style.
Yep.
She's now the duchess.
Oh, I thought you were going to say she's living in the bin.
No, 3-2.
That's number Wang.
Wang and Num, I think you'll find. She's the cutest little thing. She really is. We haven't quite sorted. She's 2.5 years old, but we haven't quite sorted out the house training yet. Trouble, she doesn't ask me to be let out, which is a slight problem. So we'll get there. And now, from the worlds of BBC Television's Doctor Who, it's Doctor Who. The 14th Doctor Who decides he needs to go to school and become a caretaker.
Deep cover.
Deep cover, apparently, which involves wearing a caretaker's coat.
Which Clara saw right through.
So perceptive, that girl.
Yep.
Which Clara is it this time?
The slightly more interesting one.
Ooh. Anyway, Clara's been trying to keep her real world and Doctor World separate. And they've crashed rather badly. And of course it's trying to make sure the Doctor and Danny don't knowingly meet. But of course the Doctor's being suspicious. And Danny's trying to find out what's going on here. He finds things that the Doctor's left. Because there's an alien, you see. An alien. Who can destroy the world, and the Doctor's got to stop him from destroying the world without alerting anybody. Eventually, of course, it all goes very wrong. Well, it would do. This is Gareth Roberts' third attempt at this story. After The Lodger and Closing Time. The Lodger was excellent. Closing Time was meh. This is fun. There's a different dynamic, obviously, different Doctor for a start. What's it? Keep out humans. The sign. I enjoyed this. It comes over as lightweight, but there's so much more to it than you'd think. It's the alien threat's just the dressing. It's the relationships that we're looking at here. Yeah, it's very nice to see how the Doctor sees himself with Clara, how Clara sees herself to the other two, and how Danny acts. It's just beautiful just watching these characters grow and develop, obviously, having learnt new things, new shocking things about each other. However, Professor Dave, do you remember him?
Yep.
And I hope I'm not preempting him saying this on Professor Dave's Ark in Space. If so, Dave, I'm sorry. But Dave said that actually Danny Pink worries him. Some of the things he's coming out and saying aren't that good.
Okay.
I'll have to wait and see. What did you make of it?
It was
Was it?
It was kind of like a bottle episode.
I can get you there, yes.
Okay, so they left the ship and they went to other planet, but it was because it was a character piece. It was more of a kind of, it was like almost Doctor Who kind of a bottle episode. I thought, like others have said, it was a bit too Sarah Jane Adventures in its feel, certainly with the alien. But that wasn't the focus of the story. I like the fact that the Doctor actually solved the problem this time round, and I had to do it twice effectively because Danny screwed it up. But Danny gets his heroic moment as well.
Yeah,
but it's not to the Doctor's detriment. It's what? Sorry,
I got a problem with that.
Okay, go on.
How the hell did he do that jump?
He's a soldier.
He couldn't have done that like that.
Maybe he is a PE teacher after all.
Something smells about that jump. If they don't explain that jump, I'm not going to be happy.
Okay. But anyway, the Doctor actually manages to resolve the issue without having to resort to violence, which I liked. And I liked the spillage at the end.
My child's going to be in next week's one.
Next week's one looks terrifying.
I know.
From the clips
Better
I've
bloody
seen.
be.
Yeah, it was a nice episode. It was like you said, at first glance it's a little bit throwaway, but if you look at it again, and I watched it again last night, there is more of a subtext to it. The bit where Danny is going, "Yes, sir," to the Doctor because he discovers he's a Time Lord, he's an officer and all the rest of it. That was an interesting dynamic between the two, Yeah, I enjoyed it.
I enjoyed it too. It's raised more questions, I think, than it answered.
Especially at the end.
Yeah, I don't think Missy's someone we've seen before.
I hope not.
I don't. I think she's something new. I personally think she's Death.
Death or death?
Death.
Right.
I think she's the Grim Reaper.
Okay.
Or that universe's manifestation of it. I don't know. My boyfriend. How much death has the Doctor been responsible for?
Well, yeah, that's been a constant theme since the first episode when it came back. Rose, when the death always seems to follow the Doctor wherever he goes. Interesting point.
That's my own personal view.
Yeah.
Whether I'm right or not, anyone we're going to find out. They've released the titles for the last 2 episodes.
And they are?
I can't remember.
I don't know.
Damn fine picture of Capaldi on what looks like a motorway or something in front of a devastated London.
Oh, okay.
In darkness, and it's yeah, I can't remember what the titles are, just as well because I think they're a bit spoilery. I can give you the subtitle. I think the subtitle is.
Go on.
Just waiting for the spoiler warning thing to come up.
Oh, yeah.
Death is only the beginning. At least I think that's what it is. I may have misremembered that. So, don't know. Caretaker on the surface, life and frothy. I think Gareth now needs a chance to go away and come up with something different. I mean, Unicorn and Wasp was glorious. The Lodger was great. Let's not retread the same thing a fourth time. Well, retread it a third time. Yeah, happy with that. I was happy with the Shakespeare Code, actually. Gareth's a superb writer. So, and like you say, Kill the Moon reminds me of Dragon's Domain from Space 1999.
Yeah.
That's going to be really scary. I pray it's going to be really scary.
I want questions raised in Parliament.
Do you?
Yeah.
Yes, that's where we know we've done it.
Yeah.
And Earth's orbit will vary very slightly.
I want points of view to be bombarded with YOY letters.
Mary Whitehouse will have spun in her grave.
Yeah.
Or would be if she wasn't kept stable by peaceful people dancing on it.
Do you want to know my score?
Yes, please. Let's await the judgment of Sinister.
8 out of 10.
And that was Doctor Who. Deja vu with that. Anyway,
Don't know what keeps happening there. Some sort of glitch in my computer, I think.
yeah.
I've got something to show you.
Go on then. What have you got to show us? Oh, we are doing these today.
We are doing these today.
It's an Asylum Dalek. I can't really tell because it's a bit blurry.
He's quite sort of mucky compared to the other Daleks, and he's got a sort of kind of marking on his hat.
Deaccessorized, withdrawn, and junked.
Yeah, he's quite nice.
Very nice, yes.
And something I thought they weren't going to do in this range.
A Genesis Dalek.
Yeah,
Again, very nice. Jealous.
he's actually quite cool. Part of me doesn't want them to do any more at this scale because of the money I'm going to have to spend.
Well, I've only got the one.
Because
Which is this one. Assault Dalek.
I mean, again, it's the wrong one, but just again
Shadow.
to compare sizes.
Yeah, that doesn't look like a Genesis Dalek.
It's not. I'm just saying it's the wrong one, but I'm just sort of doing a size comparison.
Well, if you get a product Enterprise Dalek next to it, it's even smaller.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Anyway,
Hello. It is only in beta, so wait and see. You're on it low as well.
I am on Hello. Yes. Hello.
No,
They've done some updates to it today, haven't they?
I believe so. Yes.
Yeah.
Give it a time. Like I say, it's in beta. Give it a moment. I'm trying to think if there's anything else we need to do for this episode.
Well, there is.
Any idea what he's been up to?
I think he's been to a dead planet. so.
Wow.
Gets around.
Yeah.
I hope he doesn't get affected by radiation.
That's right. I should imagine someone will be able to provide some anti-radiation gloves and drugs. Right then. Well, that's about it, I believe. Christmas staff party's recorded and edited and ready to go. For the first time ever, actually not being done in the week of Christmas.
I have a special Christmas edition of Mr. Chris ready to go.
Oh, bless! Oh, he's always wanted that.
Yeah.
Right then, time to say goodbye.
Goodbye.
Toodles.